What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. So for today's video, we're having a little bit of fun today. So I wanted to do a husband picks my makeup. So I had him pick every single product in my makeup routine, eyes, lashes, all of it, the whole thing. So this is the completed look with all of the products that my husband chose for me, and I'm just gonna be going through and telling you guys what my husband chose and just kind of applying it. There was no rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of was pointing to a category and he was kind of just picking out products from it. So I mean, there's not really like a story behind it or anything, you know. So yeah, these are the vibes. I love the way that everything came out. Don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of the video because I'll be doing it up close in my eyes so that way you guys can see the true beauty of the blend. And without further ado, let's jump right on in. So we're starting off strong. I already did my eyebrows because I don't really like to do my eyebrows on camera. And my husband chose the ABH Brow Pomade. He also chose, he chose two things as far as brow products go. So I was actually going to use, I just kind of showed him like my little categories and let him pick as many things as he wanted from each category. So he picked two things. He picked this brow pencil, but I actually use this for fake freckles. So we're going to do some fake freckles today. And then of course I use the dip brow for my actual brows. You guys know me. I love my P.louise base. But I actually do have this Ace Beauty eyeshadow primer. My husband was like, switch it up, you boring bitch. So we're going to be using this eyeshadow primer today. The only product that I have on my lids is the concealer I use to clean up my brows, which is not a lot. Then my husband's palette of choice, which he always picks this palette, and I'm like, why do you always pick that palette? The P.louise is Cancelled eyeshadow palette. It's neutrals with some pops of color in it. So this is what she looks like. And you know what my husband said? He's like, I always pick that palette because you look so pretty with browns. And I was like, that was the only correct answer. A+. Alright, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So I have some sort of idea because I do have my other goodies. So the other eye products that my husband picked, he picked this P.louise Crisp Finish in the shade Tangy Tease. Of course, the only orange base I have. And then he also picked the Kamia Cosmetics Chameleon Flakes in the shade Tricky. The orange. I'm like, you orange loving whore. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do like brown smoky outer corner, big bold orange on the inner. What do we think? Okay, so I'm gonna start by taking the shade, God, this palette's so big. I'm gonna start by taking the shade Problematic. Probably not in this fluffy brush, huh? And I'm just gonna take it on this round dome brush. Hey, what, baby? Huh? Oh, gotta help my kid with the remote. Okay. 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 Here I come. Here I come. You know kind of what I'm thinking? You remember that maroon look that I did that was very, like, flared out? I think I'm gonna kind of go for that same vibe. But, like, brown and orange. So I'm just kind of... I'm out of breath because I just... up my stairs. There's 5 steps. So yeah, if I'm like huffing and puffing, I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, I am just buffing this out. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. I think I'm gonna do the shade Mistakes. It's kind of hard to tell with this big ass palette since everything's already pretty like crazy. Like let's just go for it, you know? So I'm just gonna be mindful of how far I'm buffing that shade out because I am gonna go in with one more shade, I think. I think I will. And then I'll take the shade. I've actually never taken this shade. I don't think the shade Rumor. It's kind of like a pinky color. Let's take that one. I'll just use that same brush. I'll just kind of go over it. That looks so sexy. Okay, I think I am going to add just a little bit more depth just in this little outer corner here. I'm going to take the shade Tail, which is not exactly a black, but more of like a charcoal gray color. And I'm just going to keep this in this kind of section here. Okay, so for the crisp finish base, what I'm thinking, so this is in the shade Tangy Tease, which is this kind of like peachy orange color. I'm just going to take some on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to like buff this onto my crease. I'm not going for like a precise cut crease or anything, just to lay the color down. And now I am going to mix the Kamia Cosmetics flakes up with her little mixing medium. This would be so cute if you just took like a very soft peachy color and then set it down. I think that this would be so cute just like that. But of course, we're going to use the flaky flakes. Actually, you know what I want to do? My husband didn't give me anything to do a wing liner, but I'm going to cheat because I think that would look so good with this look. Tell me not. Alright, I'm going to take the Made by Mitchell Graphic liner in the shade Brownie Points. And I'm going to do a line. That way, I'm just going to kind of smack this down for now. So that way I have a guide of where I'm going to put the liner, so I don't put the flakes there. Here we go. I'm just going to be careful not to put it on that liner. Smack it everywhere else though. Tell me that isn't just so pretty. The eyes are already giving. Let's move on to base. Okay, so again, my husband did not pick a primer, but that is totally okay. Yes. Okay, so my husband chose the TooFaced Born This Way foundation, and this one is in the shade Swan. So we're gonna go ahead and just, again, no primer. I'm scared. I'm gonna go right in. I know this always just probably looks so disgusting when I do it, but I can't help it. It needs to be done. So I didn't have my husband pick out any tools because then I would have been fucked. My husband doesn't know anything about makeup. Like I said, I just pointed my husband to the category. It's like, hey, you know, I need something out of this section, I need something out of this section, and I need something out of this section. My husband chose the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is in the shade Tan Lines. Good choice, good choice. Okay, so I'm just going to take it on the butt end of this sponge. We're going to go ahead and smack her down. Today I went to the grocery store and I actually picked up another e.l.f. blush. Because, I don't know, this formula is just so natural and beautiful, and I could see why, like, everybody loves it. Because not everybody wants, like, you know, caked on makeup like I do. So for blush, my husband chose the Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Milk Mix. So when he picked it out, I was like, pause. Like, I needed to say something. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you realize that this is a blush, right? I'm like, this is supposed to put color under my cheeks. And he was just like, oh. That's all he said. He was like, oh. And I was like, it's white. I'm like, so you're going to have to pick another color to go with it, and I'll mix that together. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? So he chose the Where's the SPF, which is a good choice because this is one of the ones that I do like to mix. So we're going to mix these together for our blush today. Okay, so this is what it looks like before, and then we take some of that. And it just gives it this nice light color. Kind of like a corally pink. So I'm going to take this on the brush that I like to use for my bronze. Go ahead and smack this down. So this is just the Jaclyn concealer in the shade Fair Peach. Shit, I shouldn't have did that because I didn't prime. So it's probably like super dry. My skin's like probably super dry. So let me blend this out before it dries down. I totally forgot about that. And more concealer. All right here. So then my husband chose the Jaclyn X Robin, what is this? The Sheer Move, or this is the Sheer Fair Powder Move Loose Setting Powder. Good choice, babe. Good choice. Okay, and then for my bronzer, the Alamar Cosmetics Hydrating Complexion Trio. Good choice. I told my husband, I was like, honestly, I'm like, there's no wrong answer because it's my makeup, and if I don't like it, I tend to get rid of it right away. Like, I don't keep stuff I don't like and use. I'm like, so, you know, go balls deep. Like, oh, that was, stop, Jess, stop right now. Okay, enough of that. I'm also going to use this to contour my nose. For blush, my husband chose the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism Blush Palette. And when he said it, you know what he said? He said Lunar Booty. And I was like, same, babe. Same. So this doesn't really have an orangey blush, but I think I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Twilight. You cannot go wrong with Lunar Booty. Let me tell ya. God, if I ever met Manny, I think both of us, I mean, he's funny. I'm not funny, but I think that I would pee my pants laughing because he's funny. And then he would never talk to me again because I peed my pants. Well, I had my husband pick between both of my highlighting under eye palettes, and he chose the Dragon Beauty one. My husband, I begged him to buy me the little Nikita Dragon egg when it first launched. He couldn't afford it. And so he got into cahoots with my dad and had my dad buy it. And then for highlighter, my husband chose the Unearthly Cosmetics Low Light Highlight Palette. Good choice, babe. And I'm thinking I'm going to take the shade Synthwave, which is like a pinky color. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You know the video that I wanted to do? But my husband was like, well, you know, one of us has to watch the kids. And I'm like, well, you're not wrong because our kids get into everything. I wanted to do a husband does my makeup and then I would recreate it like my style. You know what I mean? Like let my husband just have fun. Not have fun. I don't think he would have fun, but he'd do it. He just, you know, it's hard to sit down. It'd be hard to sit down for like 2 hours to record this when we're both down here like fucking around, you know, playing with makeup. So yeah, I did want to do that, but my husband pretty much was like, can't do it. So for setting spray, my husband chose the ABH Dewy Set Spray. I was gonna say good choice. It's all my makeup. We know I love all this shit, so it's all a good choice. Okay. And then, of course, my husband did want to see some faux freckles, so let's do those. I'm excited. I haven't done faux freckles in a while. Okay, so let's finish up under the eye. Let's finish up the eyes. So I'm going to take the shade Problematic. And I'm going to smudge this. Come here, baby. Okay, so I just took the same colors on top as I did on bottom. My husband didn't pick out a eyeliner pencil, so we're just going to move right along. I don't think you can see the faux freckles from there, but I mean, they're kind of cute. I kind of did a good job. Okay. So let's do the inner corner. I'm going to take some black in my waterline. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's a little bit downward, but it's fine. Okay, so my husband chose the My Lash Lab lashes, and these ones are in the style Whiplash. So I have some glue drying on them right now, and I just put on some mascara. So I'm gonna let the glue dry while I do my lip combo. My husband chose the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Blushing. He has no idea how to match lip combos, so we'll see how this goes. And then this is the Hank & Henry Satin Matte Lipstick in the shade Lust, and the P.louise Holla Gloss. So I think these two will go together, but I'm not sure how this like pink will do, but we're doing it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
I did a good job, huh?
I mean, this is all my makeup, but sure.
Yeah. Well,
you picked good choices. The only thing, the lip liner is pink and everything else is brown, but I think
it makes it unique.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking A. You like it though?
Yeah, it looks good.
That was like a fucking gold star from my husband, let me tell ya. So yeah, that's the look. This is the look. I'm so happy with how everything came out. I want to do the fake freckles more often. I just feel like when I go through and do all of my makeup and I really like have this like perfected base, I don't really want to go through and add like dots all over my face, though the freckles always give me life. So yeah. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me, and if you like my content. And without further ado, we're going to go right on ahead. Roll the clip.